Kids across Central Illinois are looking for role models, someone they can look up to. One organization makes it their mission to pair little brothers or sisters with big brothers or sisters. Sponsoring today's community segment, Marley Cooper for Big Brothers Big Sisters of Central Illinois is here. So let's talk a little bit about the mission behind Big Brothers and Big Sisters.
So our mission is to be able to pair these children who are facing adversity within our local community and be able to pair them in these professional one-to-one mentoring relationships. And the goal is then for these relationships to have a positive impact on these kids' lives where it can, ultimately affect them positively, forever.
Right. So what kind of age group are you kind of geared towards?
Most of the time, they kind of start out in the program around that 6 years old, still fairly young, but then they work all the way up, and kids can stay into the program all the way up until they graduate from high school.
Wow. So let's talk about the need here in Central Illinois. Obviously, we're here talking about it today. So how many kids right now are looking for that partner?
I mean, on average, we usually have about 60 or more kids on the waiting list, and primarily a lot of them are young boys. So that is a huge need, is that we need more male mentors for them. They're looking for that positive male role model in their life. But having said that, that's just the kids that are on the waiting list. I mean, can't even imagine the amount of kids that aren't on that list who really, could benefit from these services.
So who would make a good big brother or big sister?
It's hard. It's not that there's a specific qualification. It's just somebody who, wants to make a positive impact in a kid's life. We do background checks and screen just to make sure we want to pair these kids in safe relationships.
Right.
But there's really not, as far as specific requirements, you need this degree or this education or this, profession. It's just somebody who wants to be able to spend time with the child and be able to ultimately affect their lives better.
What's the time commitment like?
We have a couple different options. The one that most people probably think of is the community-based mentoring, and that one, it's about 2 to 4 times a month. And you spend a couple hours with them, on each interaction, and you kind of work with your schedules between, obviously the parent of the child and then your own schedule and kind of find times. A lot of people will kind of do it on the weekends, it's when most people have more free time. But again, that's only a couple times a month for just a couple hours. Then we also have the other option, which is a school-based mentoring. And that one's once a week, where you just go in and spend about an hour with the child once a week. Typically, you do it on a lunch break, and that's the one where you can just work on them with homework, spend time with them, go play games, something to that effect.
Yeah, it's amazing how just 1 hour can make such a big impact on these kids and their lives, and hopefully the choices that they end up making. So there's a chance coming up for people to learn a little bit more about the organization and to indulge in some chocolate.
Yes.
What's coming up?
So we have Chocolate Extravaganza. That's coming up next Friday on the 11th, and it'll be over at the Hilton Garden Inn. It starts at 5:30. So that event, it's essentially a large food tasting. We have over 25 local vendors coming and bringing food, and while we do love chocolate, that's kind of how the event started out, with just a dessert base and chocolate, but it's even evolved from there. So now we have pizza and wings and sandwiches, and of course, still lots of chocolate and desserts.
Right, and so all of the proceeds go towards this program.
Yes, all the proceeds will go directly back into Big Brothers Big Sisters, and to help with those matches and to help keep sustaining these relationships for the kids and hope to make new matches for them.
Right. Okay, so if somebody's out there and they're thinking, I have an hour, I can donate my time and help make a difference in our community, what do they need to do?
All you really need to do is just reach out to us. I mean, you can go to our website, that's www.bbbscil.org, or you can just call into the office, and that's 217-355-2227. And I mean, just ask. And there's different ways you can get involved. I mean, if you want to become a mentor or, a big for one of the children, obviously we're looking for those, and that'd be great. If it's something where you're like, may not be the right time right now, you can also come out to one of our events. You can volunteer for the events. You can just, participating in them, or become a sponsor or a donor, something to that effect.
Get your feet wet.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, so the Chocolate Extravaganza is when?
Next Friday, the 11th.
Okay, and they get tickets on your website as well?
Yeah, they can go on the website, they can call in, and then they can purchase them that way. Yeah.
Okay. Well, it's going to be a great night for such a great organization. Marley, thank you so much.
Thank you so much
for coming in. It's Marley Cooper for Big Brothers Big Sisters of Central Illinois, and we'll have all the details on the upcoming Chocolate Extravaganza on skyliving.tv.